The interview question is, tell me about a time when I solved a pain point for the customer. Uh, there are multiple times when this happened for the customers that I had to solve the pain points. Uh, I'll pick the most recent one. Mm, so give me just 1 minute to put the thoughts together. So 1 minute just to put the thoughts together. Yes, not. Home. Got to, almost done. I'm almost done. Give me some time. There's a new order again. He didn't come. Wait a- Yeah, yeah. So this thing is about um the recent experience that the customer faced with us with Wild Trails. It's about a fashion order that a customer raised with us. We have a fashion website, Wild Trails fashion website, and customer ordered a T-shirt with us, and we sent the T-shirt to the customer. But the customer had size problem with it. He wanted medium, but I think he ordered large, but I think he wanted medium, and he raised an exchange, and it was during the peak Corona COVID lockdown time, and when we so I raised an exchange because the customer asked for it. Raised an exchange, um, and the pickup address is from the customer's home, but the customer wasn't present at the home. The customer was at the office, so he missed the exchange or return the first time, and missed the return or exchange the first time. So the next thing, what customer told the pickup guy was that come the next day, you come the following day, I'll give you the return. So I thought it was all okay. But the next day, the return guy didn't go home for the pickup. So the customer became angry, and I didn't follow up the very next day because I felt it will be a little pushy if I ask him every day, hey, did you give it to the return? Did you give it to the exchange person or not? Did you hand it over the package? Or I felt it will be a little pushy, so I didn't ask him the next day. I asked him the next day. Um, did you hand it over or not? He said no. I didn't hand over because the delivery guy didn't come and pick it up. And I was surprised. So, customer getting a wrong size T-shirt itself is a bad experience, and on top of it, the customer had to return it. It's already 2 days delay, so it's a bad customer experience for the customer. So, so I was a little worried. So I apologized to him, and even worse was uh, we work with this third party exchange or return company called ShipRocket. So it's all app based. So we have no interaction with the person who goes and picks it up from the customer. So that makes situations even worse for me because I was the only one who was looking into Wildtrail's fashion at the time. So on one point, the customer is angry. The other point, I had no access with this person. So what I did, it's a little tricky situation for me. So what I did was I canceled this exchange. I apologized to the customer because the customer would be angry by now, and I raised one more exchange, return pickup for the customer, and it was so bad that this second person also didn't go and pick it up from the customer. So like so if the customer missed it or the exchange person didn't pick up, we don't know. All the customer told was this guy didn't come, and I can't ask that person did you go or not because I have no way I can contact that person. It's all through this ShipRocket app. So so I cannot say that the customer is wrong. On the app it shows that customer missed it, but customer says that he didn't come. So like I cannot blame the customer. Customer can is always the king. Is always the king, and I can never blame the customer. So what I did was, I again apologized to the customer. I told him that if I were in your shoes, I would also be angry because as a e-commerce customer, I would like to procure the order as soon as possible and start using it as soon as possible. So that's the by default behavior of any e-commerce order. Um, by default behavior of the customer for any e-commerce order. So I apologized to him. I called him. I told him I'm trying my best to give the best experience despite all these lockdown situations. I can't tell him that I don't know that person. I don't know the delivery guy. So that's why it became because he might think that we have no control over the whole process. I don't want the customer to feel it that way. So I told him that the things are under control. I'll get the best thing done for you as soon as possible. I assured the customer. So what I did, I did a small hack this time for the third time. Instead of raising a pickup or an exchange in ShipRocket app, what I did was I raised a direct shipping. So I made it like the customer is the vendor and he's shipping to customer. I marked customer as the vendor and I marked Wildtrails as the customer. So now it's not an exchange anymore, but it's a direct pickup. Because I took a risk with this because I didn't know that if this will work or not. Usually, the convention is to raise an exchange, and the exchange will be picked up from the customer. But it failed for two times. The reason one time the reason could be the customer, the reason could be the ShipRocket app delivery person, whoever it is. I didn't want to miss it this third time, so like I did this small hack or a street smart hack. So and I got this done. I did it like that. The customer became the vendor where he's shipping the product to me directly, which is I acted like a customer instead of vendor. So and it was successful. Finally, it was successful. So the pickup guy went. I intimated the customer about this. This I'm doing it this way now to ensure a faster process for you because exchange is taking time and it's missing deadlines. I'm doing a hack for you, so please cooperate with me. And the customer also understood that, and he cooperated with us with me. And finally, it became successful. We got the T-shirt. Even before we got the T-shirt, we dispatched one more. As soon as that T-shirt is picked up, we dispatched one more T-shirt to the customer so that he doesn't have to wait till the checkings and everything happens. We trusted the customer at this point. The customer already is like delayed of his product by like a week by now, so we didn't want to get the T-shirt back from him and check the quality and all of that and then dispatch T-shirt. So that would delay it like 3-4 days more, and that becomes a total of 10 days. So even before that T-shirt arrived at us, as soon as it's picked up, we dispatched one more T-shirt to the customer. Um, we kind of trusted the customer, and it worked out. A little bit of luck involved. It worked out. And the T-shirt that reached us was also in good shape, and it was a happy ending in the end. Um, so, like I said, there was a bad experience for the customer to begin with. The customer had to exchange it, and the exchange didn't happen for multiple times. And I had to ask the customer to cooperate with us to do this small hack for a successful exchange. And the new T-shirt reached him before time, as promised. So it was a bad experience, but the way I spoke with the customer, the way I I was spontaneous enough, thinking spontaneously to um, do these small hacks to get the best experience for the customer, um, and make the customer experience much better than um, make the customer experience better than even though it dipped at certain point. I tried to make it better, and the customer in the end he just emailed me saying, um, I will recommend your company for sure to the other colleagues in I mean, during this process, he emailed that the process was so bad. I mean, your company's process was so bad. That's what he emailed. But in the end, a customer said that I like your service. I like the way you kept in touch with me constantly, and I'll definitely recommend your company to the other persons in my office. So that's how the story ended. Pain point and the actual ending was clearly solved. So I felt happy about it. Yeah.